What does a draw launch mean for your club? I'm Paul Grzadka, joined by former NRL great and current Buy Round podcast host James Graham to chat about Melbourne's chances in 2025. James, so close last year. Can they go one better? Can they be the NRL champs for 2025?
I think they're the early competition favourites. We look at their roster on paper, the evidence that they've produced over the seasons and just how close they were in last year's grand final. There's not much more that they could have done. It was an absolute war out there between those two teams. They showed so much desperation, so much will. Unfortunately, they come up against a champion team in the Penrith Panthers and they just couldn't break down that mighty defence. But I think this year they'll certainly fancy themselves. They've improved with Big Stefano moving in there as well to play in the middle, and we know the quality that they have in their spine.
Well, you talk about the spine. Jahrome Hughes winning the Dally M in 2024. Do you see him continuing to grow as an elite halfback next year?
Yeah, what a season from Jahrome Hughes, and also what an achievement to win the Dally M down there in Melbourne when you've got the likes of Munster, Pappenhausen, Farlongo, Wishart, Grant, all stealing points off you as well. So I think that just adds to the level of achievement from Jahrome Hughes.
Definitely. Melbourne were 9-2 at home. It was an excellent record in 2024. Can they replicate in 2025? Contend to be minor premiers yet again? They do open the season at home against the Eels. They take on the Panthers in the grand final rematch in round 3. Not easy beats, either of those two.
No, absolutely not. But the Storm, they are so professional in their approach, and they are, for me, up there with Penrith as two of the teams to beat.
Who's the Storm's Jenga piece that they just can't afford to lose?
I'd say Harry Grant. Look, I think obviously Munster, Hughes, Pappenhausen all bring a lot, but in that dummy half position, Harry Grant, he's pulling all the strings. I think if Coach Bellamy had somebody to protect for an injury-free season, he only gets one pick, I think Coach Bellamy would choose Harry Grant.
He made him captain for a reason. Up, sideways or down, and I recognise up means you're predicting our 2025 champion right there.
Well, in terms of the ladder, they can't go up.
No.
So they'll be there or thereabouts. So maybe sideways for the ladder, and who knows, up maybe in the grand final. They're the early favourites for sure.
There you go, early favourites. Thanks, James. The full NRL draw is now available at nrl.com or on the app.